Hello, my name is Hugh. Welcome to my channel and my workshop. Today's it's going to be something new for me, a product I've never tried. I'll explain a bit about that in a moment, but I thought I'd just take 2 minutes to just talk about pen blanks. Now, lots of people buy pen blanks ready cut from various different sources, but there is another way you can do it, which is a lot more reasonable. The wood I'm going to be using in today's is Sycamore. Now, I bought that 9 inches, 2 inches square piece of Sycamore, and that cost me £3. I bought it from Emma, the Tiny Turner, from her website, and I will put a link to that website in the bottom. Because I bought 2, so I took the other piece onto the bandsaw and cut it into 4. And I then took each one of those to the bandsaw and cut the size of blank I need. Which means, out of that block, or that spindle blank, I can get 16 pen blanks, which makes each pen blank 19p, or fraction under, which is a lot cheaper than buying pre-cut. Plus, doing it that way, you can actually cut the blank to the length that you want. So, what I'm going to be putting on are these Resin Intense Chameleon Powder. And again, I saw this first of all on Emma's channel, and the results are incredible. So again, for full disclosure, I paid for these. Resin didn't send them to me, I paid for them. There's 5 in the box, and they are fairy green, dark magenta, dark green, where's that one gone? Galaxy, and deep blue. That set cost me £25, and there's not a lot in them, to be honest, but you don't need a lot. And the other thing I'll be using is metal leaf size. So let me get this chucked up in there, drilled out, tubed, and then we'll get to turning this, and then I can show you the process of using these. Now, as I said, I've never used these before, so I'm a little bit in the dark, but hopefully, if the results are what I think they're going to be, it's going to open up a whole new avenue for me. So, let's get some drilling done. I'm drilling at 547. This is going to be a Sierra kit, so it takes a 27/64 drill bit. As ever, retract to clear the flutes. At the turn of 2000. I'll be sanding at 620, stopping at 400, and I'll just show you a little bit of the first bit, and then I'll bring you back when it's all sanded. I actually got a very good result off the tool, so it's not going to take a lot of sanding. So that's what that's going to look like. I'll bring you back when I've done all 4 grits. Next is going to be some Chestnut Cellulose Sanding Sealer. And let that dry off. I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, with the size, you just apply it with a brush, nice and thinly, but evenly. There you go. And it says leave that for 15 minutes for it to go tacky. So, whilst that's happening, I'm going to go and wash this and have a cup of tea. I'll see you in a second. Oh, that was a nice cup of tea. The one I'm going to be using is the dark green, which goes from dark green to blue to purple. And all you do is put some on a brush, sort of dry brush it on. Okay, I don't think I put enough size on, so I'm going to sand all this off, reapply the size, and bring you back when I put this back on. That's disappointing, but I've never used it. But if you look along the blank, it's weird. It goes from green through blue to purple. Wow. Okay, I'll shut the camera off and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to show you the next bit. Okay, so that's been sanded back, more size applied, and now that's gone tacky, so let's put this on. That's going on better. Much, much better. There you go. So I'm going to leave that now for 24 hours for that size to go off fully. It'll be a second for you. Okay, and I'll see you tomorrow. There you go. Well, this is the following morning, or following day. Yeah. Little bits. So, the uncertainty I have is whether the first coat of thin super glue will actually remove any of that powder. I'm not worried about the rest, just that first one, because obviously the rest will be just lying on top of super glue. So there's only one way to find out, I suppose, so wish me luck, everybody. Oh, turn the lathe on. $5.80. Here we go. let that dry naturally, and let's see what it looks like. I won't let you watch super glue dry. I'll bring you back when I've stopped the lathe. Yeah, my fear was well founded. Super glue's wiped it off. Hello. So, taking it all back off again. Another load of size, another load of the chameleon colours. And what I'm going to try and do is Chestnut's acrylic satin lacquer. Because my thought is, if I can get a coat over this that will solidify the powder, then I can either build up the coats of lacquer or just a couple and then use the super glue on top. So let's give it a go. What have we got to lose? Let that to dry. I'll do 2, maybe 3 of that, and I'll bring you back. Hello. Oh, that was a few days ago, the last bit you saw. And after I put those coats of satin lacquer on it, they went into the house for a few days to solidify. I've spoken to a few people, emailed a few people, asking advice, can I put super glue on top of lacquer? General consensus is not to. So here's that piece. See, the colour shift is lovely. So that's going to go back on the Mandrel in a second, and I'm going to give that another few coats of lacquer. Go back in the house for another few days. Then I'll use some T-cut or burnishing cream just to give it a bit of a shine, and then put the kits on. So the next time you'll see them will be with all the kits, and I'll be showing them to you. But in those last few days I've been busy because I've made some more. The difference with these, as I'll show you now, I actually painted the tubes or the blanks black with ebonizing lacquer, and it has made a huge difference. I do love these powders. And the last one was, I thought, I wonder what happens if you mix them all up. So I quite like it. It's different, certainly. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few hours. I've got my vapor mask. It's nice and warm in here. I've had the heater on for a bit, or the dust extractor on for a bit, and that heats this up very nicely. So I will see you in a few days. For me, it's going to be a couple of seconds for you, when I can show you all 7 finished pens. So I'll see you in a second. Hello again. Well, here they are. This is another few days later. This is the one that you saw me make on the video, and it's the one where I just painted the Resin Intense Chameleon colours, mica powders, straight onto the wood. Came out really, really nice. And the remaining 6, if you remember, I said I'd used Chestnut's ebonizing lacquer first, black ebonizing lacquer, before applying the colours. And that's exactly the same pigments or colours as that one. And I'm not sure if you can see But I think this one's got a bit more vibrancy to it than this one. But still like it, you know, it's great. And then these are the rest. So the first 4 pens were all Sierras. And this is the last Sierra. And then the next 3 are Taylor Murfield's Kaltoys, which use exactly the same bushes as the Sierra, which is handy if you're batching pens out, so you're not forever changing drill bits or bushes. You can just get on with it. And that's the one where I thought, can I make a chameleon pen out of chameleon powders? Yeah. So thank you for watching. I'll put some pictures up at the end. If this is your first time here and you've liked what you've seen, you can click on my icon at the bottom. If you're not subscribed, you can subscribe through that, and then click all on the notification bell, and YouTube lets you know when I upload a video, which is normally a Thursday morning at 10 AM. If you have liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, please leave a comment. I read them all, I reply to them all, and if there's something in there that you don't like, if I don't know, I can't fix it. So please leave a comment. So all that's left for me to say is thank you very, very much for watching. All you oldies, diehards, originals, for sticking with me. I really do appreciate it. Diolch yn fawr iawn. And left for me to say now is, please take care, please stay safe. I'll see you next week, and oil.